Hey there, this is Teacher Ola Podcast episode 201, Speaking Activator 2, Addictions. I'm Ola, an English teacher with over a decade of teaching under my belt. I firmly believe that unlocking fluency is within your reach. In fact, the key to fluency is in your pocket. Imagine confidently speaking English, conquering your fears, and embracing effective communication. To support you on your journey, I invite you to explore my website where you'll find transcripts and hopeful worksheets for each episode. Just head over to teacherola.com and browse through my shop. I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Let's make speaking English enjoyable and fulfilling. Enjoy your journey to fluency. Happy learning! Hello there, thank you for choosing my podcast and pressing play today. Speaking Activator, we're going to learn lots of vocabulary on the topic of addictions, and then you will practice speaking by repeating the sentences out loud, and then you will answer the same questions out loud. The idea is for you to listen to this podcast episode and get inspired. Once you've listened, talk to yourself out loud, whether in front of a mirror, to your partner, your pet, or anyone who will listen. I want you to listen to this podcast episode and think about your answers. Then speak out loud and answer the provided questions. Don't worry if you're alone. Pretend that you're speaking to someone you know well. I will provide you with some prompt ideas and questions to guide your speaking sessions. There are 4 steps to this activity. Let's break it down. So, number 1, make sure you understand the speaking task for the day. Number 2, vocabulary. Listen to the rest of the podcast episode and pay attention to the sample phrases and sentences related to the topic of addictions. Number 3, the practical part. Make sure you stay engaged until the end of the practical part. Listen to the sentences and repeat them out loud. Number 4, speak. Once you have completed the whole episode, pause, stop the episode and start speaking out loud to yourself. So let's begin with the number 1, your speaking task, or rather tasks, because there are 3 questions. 1, have you ever had an experience where you felt like you were becoming addicted to something? How did you recognize it, and what steps did you take to overcome it? 2, do you have any harmless bad habits? Do they annoy other people? 3, what are some good habits that you would like to have? Let's move on to part 2, in which I'm going to give you some vocabulary. This is vocabulary associated with the topic of addictions. Here we go. I'm answering question 1. Have you ever had an experience where you felt like you were becoming addicted to something? Have you ever had an experience where you felt like you were becoming addicted to something? How did you recognize it, and what steps did you take to overcome it? I've had an experience where I felt like I was becoming addicted to social media. It all began innocently enough, scrolling through my feeds for a few minutes each day. However, I soon noticed that my usage increased significantly. I started to recognize the signs of addiction when I realized that I couldn't go a day without checking my social media accounts, and it was negatively affecting my productivity and relationships. To overcome this addiction, I took several steps. Firstly, I acknowledged the problem and accepted that I needed to make a change. Then I set specific goals to gradually reduce my screen time. I also sought support from friends and family, informing them about my addiction and asking for their understanding and encouragement. Additionally, I sought alternative activities to replace the time I used to spend on social media. I engaged in hobbies, exercised regularly, and spent more quality time with loved ones. It wasn't easy, but with determination and perseverance, I managed to break free from the addictive cycle. Reflecting on this experience, I learned the importance of self-awareness and self-discipline in overcoming addictions. It's crucial to recognize the signs early and take proactive measures to regain control of our lives. Question 2. Do you have any harmless bad habits? Do they annoy other people? I do have a harmless bad habit of interrupting others when they speak. It's something I've been trying to work on because I understand that it can be frustrating for the person speaking and may make them feel unheard or disrespected. Recognizing this habit, I've made a conscious effort to become a better listener. I remind myself to patiently wait for my turn to speak and give others the space to express their thoughts fully. It's important to show respect for their ideas and opinions. To overcome this habit, I practice active listening techniques such as maintaining eye contact, nodding to show understanding, and asking follow-up questions to demonstrate my engagement in this conversation. I also remind myself to pause and think before interjecting and allowing the speaker to finish their thoughts. By being aware of my tendency to interrupt and actively working on improving my listening skills, I aim to create more meaningful and respectful interactions with others. Question 3. What are some good habits that you would like to have? There are several good habits that I would like to have in my daily routine. One of them is journaling. I believe that writing down my thoughts, experiences, and reflections can help me gain clarity and self-awareness. It serves as a therapeutic outlet and a way to track my personal growth over time. Another good habit I aim to incorporate is meditation. Taking a few minutes each day to practice mindfulness and quieting the mind can have numerous benefits for my overall well-being. It helps reduce stress, improve focus, and cultivate a sense of inner calm and inner balance. Additionally, I would love to start my day with a morning walk. Engaging in light exercise and connecting with nature early in the day can energize me, boost my mood, and set a positive tone for the rest of the day. Reading is another good habit I value. I aspire to allocate dedicated time for reading each day, whether it's fiction, self-improvement books, or educational articles. Reading broadens my knowledge, stimulates my imagination, and it allows me to explore different perspectives, and it's fun. Lastly, I aim to practice mindful eating, which involves paying attention to the sensations and nourishment provided by the food I consume. Being mindful of portion size and savoring each bite, and even listening to my body's hunger and fullness signals will help me develop a healthier relationship with food and make more conscious choices. By incorporating these all good habits into my daily life, I hope to enhance my well-being, nurture personal growth, and create a greater sense of balance and mindfulness. I hope this whole text will inspire you and help you create your own answers. Remember the task, talk to yourself. Now you can listen again or grab the transcript and make your own notes. Or maybe you need to make a list of vocabulary items that you might need. So part 2 is done, okay? I gave you the vocabulary, so you have some vocabulary now. Let's move on to part 3, which is the practical part. Listen to these sentences and repeat them out loud. I felt like I was becoming addicted to social media. I felt like I was becoming addicted to social media. It all began innocently enough. It all began innocently enough. I soon noticed that my usage increased significantly. I soon noticed that my usage increased significantly. I managed to break free from the addictive cycle. I managed to break free from the addictive cycle. It's something I've been trying to work on. It's something I've been trying to work on. To overcome this habit, I practice active listening techniques. To overcome this habit, I practice active listening techniques. It serves as a therapeutic outlet and a way to track my personal growth. It serves as a therapeutic outlet and a way to track my personal growth. Another good habit I aim to incorporate is meditation. Another good habit I aim to incorporate is meditation. Set a positive tone for the rest of the day. Set a positive tone for the rest of the day. Reading broadens my knowledge. Reading broadens my knowledge. There you go. Now download the worksheet and practice some more. It's in your inbox. If you're not a member of Top People, download the worksheet from teacherola.com/201. Don't forget to download Speaking Activator and join one of our groups. So go to teacherola.com/activator. Last but not least, speak to yourself. Think about the task I said at the beginning and talk to yourself. I'll repeat the questions. Here they come. 1. Have you ever had an experience where you felt like you were becoming addicted to something? How did you recognize it and what steps did you take to overcome it? 2. Do you have any harmless bad habits? Do they annoy other people? 3. What are some good habits that you would like to have? Thank you for listening. I'll see you next Wednesday. Happy learning. Take care. Stay fearless and say it out loud. Bye. Masz blokadę językową. Dużo rozumiesz, ale nie mówisz płynnie. Brakuje ci słów, czasem tych najprostszych. Nie potrafisz szybko reagować. Jak masz coś powiedzieć po angielsku, zżera cię stres. Masz blokadę językową, bo rządzi tobą strach. Na szczęście można nauczyć się mówić swobodnie. Serio, można nauczyć się mówić swobodnie. Weź udział w darmowym wyzwaniu Powiedz coś. Wejdź na stronę powiedzcoś.pl. Zapisz się na darmowe wyzwanie. Your journey to fluency starts now. powiedzcoś.pl